Hey everybody, I am Cindy Goodson. All of my friends call me Cindy G, and I wanted to come to you today on this video to chat a little bit about a particular framework that I use that has been really helpful to myself and to the women that I work with. But first, let me ask you a couple questions. Do you or anyone you know, and I want you to be honest, I want you to just think about this and be honest with yourself. Have you been kind of dealing with the fibroid thing by yourself, like in silence, kind of suffering in silence? Do you have heavy, painful periods that cause your life to have to revolve around your cycle, you know, your period cycle, for fear of having an accident out in public, for fear of not being able to wear white? Do you want to wear white again? Like, are these some of the things that you've been dealing with? I know for me, I dealt with it for many years, about 12 years. And the story is long and drawn out. I won't draw it out to you here on this video, but I just wanted to kind of touch in and talk to you about a framework that is very helpful, has substantial results when it comes to taking a path of natural healing for things like fibroids, endometriosis, PCOS, other womb-related issues. And life is just not as juicy as it should be when you're dealing with things like fibroids or cysts. So the framework that I put together is one that is really, it's called RESSETT actually, and it's an acronym, RESSETT. And basically, when we're talking about a natural approach to healing fibroids, you have to consider your whole self. And your whole self means from head to toe, inside and out, including your psychology, your emotional state, all of those things are included. So the RESSETT is an acronym. It stands for Radically Establishing Self-Love Systems to Express Your Tasty Transformation. Well, Cindy, what the heck does that have to do with fibroids? Like, that's a whole lot of stuff. Well, let me just kind of break it down for you real briefly. So when we talk about a Western medical approach to healing fibroids, the method is typically, the first go-to is a surgery, which is pretty radical, pretty invasive. So my approach is to radically, in that same type of like an elevated intention, that radical approach, you're radically taking control of your health. You're radically establishing, right? Establish means to set in stone. It's established. It is an agreement that you've made with yourself. It is the law. So you're establishing that self-love. So one of the reasons that we find ourselves dealing with fibroids is, for myself, I'll speak to myself and the ladies that I've worked with, we don't have enough self-love because we put everything and everyone else first. And by the time we get all the way back around to ourselves, you know, we find ourselves like depressed, emotionally drained, adrenals are burned out, and we have fibroids because we have forgotten to love us. We have taken all these other measures and done all these other things to allow other people to feel like they need to feel, but we've forgotten those simple things in our own self-love systems that help us to have a very healthy and healed and abundant life. So those self-love systems are very important for the purpose of expressing. You know, expression is very important. And one of the things that happens to women, because we carry everything in our womb, we're not expressing ourselves. There are so many things that we want to do. We are very creative. We're very loving. We're very, we not only birth babies from our womb, but we birth worlds. So that expression, that self-expression, gets suppressed when we're dealing with things like fibroids. Now, I know this is it's a lot to kind of put your mind, wrap your mind around right now, but self-expression is extremely important and significant to have a healthy life. So when you want to express your tasty transformation, it's a transformation that has to take place in a holistic approach to healing. So mind, body, there is a connection, and that expression, whether you are a creative person in the arts, whether you are, let's say, you know, you're like my amazing makeup artist and my stylist, that's an expression. If that person is not able to do that thing that she loves the most, then there is a lack of expression. I'm an entertainer. I sing and dance. That is my way of expressing who I really am. I'm also an author. That's a way of expressing. So we've got to get back to who you really are. So we're going to radically establish those self-love systems so that you can express your tasty transformation. And that in itself not only is going to heal your body, but it's also going to allow you to shrink fibroids fast. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, like you kind of know, but you're not really sure about what fibroids actually are. Let me kind of break it down for you from a scientific perspective. I like to call them internal trash bags because what they are, they're made of fibrous, smooth muscle tissue in the uterine lining. So it's pretty strong and solid. When you think about muscles are smooth and they're strong. It's like a tough material. But they're non-cancerous, and they really are, doctors will tell you all day, every day, oh, we don't know what causes fibroids. We don't know what causes, but we do know that you need to have surgery. When nothing could be further from the truth. Most of the time, fibroids are not even bothersome for women until they go and have an annual exam, and then the doctor will tell you, oh, we noticed a fibroid, and we'll just watch it and we'll just wait. If it's not bothering you, we won't bother it. Those are the first signs that a change needs to start to take place. When you first get diagnosed with a fibroid, if it's through a well-woman exam, then that is the time, my sisters, that you want to start making changes in your diet, in your lifestyle, in your emotional well-being. If you do have those fibroids that are growing in and around the womb, there are different types: submucosal, subserosal, pedunculated, and intramural. So all of these are simply locations of where fibroids are. Those that are growing inside of the uterine cavity, they tend to cause the heavy bleeding, the pain, the painful sex, painful period, just cramping all the time. And for me, it was horrific. I don't want to get too graphic, but just imagine, some giant hand going up your rear end with a big stick and just churning around. That's what it felt like for me for many, many years. And I know that many of you are dealing with the pain of fibroids, the heavy bleeding. So if you have any of these types of symptoms, painful sex, sex should be extremely juicy and amazing and incredible. There should be fireworks. But for many of us, that's not the case. So fibroids, ladies, are nothing more than internal trash bags that cause you pain, cause heavy bleeding, and it's full of toxicity. They really start to take place because of toxicity in the body, a lot of extra mucus in the body that needs to be detoxed. So detox your body, detox your mind, detox your emotions, and the fibroids will dissolve.